Paul Jackson, the half-brother of Vance Roberts, eluded capture for 24 years. But thanks to an anonymous tip, he was brought back from his comfy life in Mexico to answer for his heinous crimes in Oregon.
Paul Jackson was the muscle. Paul Jackson was the one who came out of the back of the truck where he was hidden and grabbed the women and wrestled them into the bed of the truck, where he chained them into the bed of the truck using an apparatus that had been prepared and welded or screwed into the bed of the truck.
Jackson's half-brother Vance Roberts was sentenced to 108 years without the possibility of parole. But Paul Jackson accepted a plea deal and got only 18 years, which means he could be back on the streets. And what of these other victims who only live in old, unidentified Polaroids?
They're awful photographs. They're the kinds of photographs that are haunting. Once you see them, you never forget them.
Like Andrea Hood and Michelle Derrick, it's feared these women were snatched off the streets of Portland, held captive in chains and cuffs, and repeatedly raped and terrorized by the sinister siblings.
I mean, I thought I was going to die at the hands of these two.
Could these other victims be found? And if so, could they finally seal the fate of the Blood brothers?
They can be tried again. Time can be added to their sentences, and time that should be added to their sentences if they are found guilty of additional crimes. It's worth doing it. The story's not over.
You agreed to team up with Crime Watch Daily, and we have agreed to help bring on a sketch artist to help with some of these other victims.
Yes.
What are you hoping to accomplish?
We can't publish the pictures of nude women in bondage. It's just not appropriate. It'd be nice to know their story.
It would be nice to know their story.
We traveled to Washington, D.C. to join Bruce Parks, Harry Jackson, and Michelle Derrick as they work with a forensic artist to bring these faces to life for you, to help police find them.
This is going to be a great asset because we've never done this before on this case. Obviously, when I seized them, they were women in compromised positions or in bondage, and things that we cannot put out to the media.
This is a very disturbing image, and this is one that you will sketch of the young girl's face. Although you're retired now, this is a priority for you.
Yes, it is. You really want to see it to an end.
So this is the first time you've ever seen these images.
It is. I've heard about them and I know about the other women, but I've never seen the pictures. My mission is to identify the other women and just hope that loved ones, families, friends, maybe a child, offspring, can come forward and say, yeah, that was my little sister. Here she is. I'm gonna walk her through this.
One by one, faces are pulled from the graphic Polaroids, recreated in detail by the forensic artist. Here are two of the victims as they would have appeared at the time of their captivity. And here's an age progression image to show what they might look like today. Take a good look. If you think you recognize these faces, you might hold the key to unlocking a decades-long mystery.
What I'm hoping is we get a name to those faces. It would be nice to close those cases out.
If you are one of the women in these photographs, if you recognize yourself in one of the photographs and remember these events happening to you, if you know someone in one of the photographs, pick up the phone and call someone.
This was one that's haunted me for a lot of years, just because these two guys, what they did was extremely just out there. No one should treat anybody like that.
It's my turn to serve. I've already survived. That's clear. So now it's my turn to serve. Hopefully I can serve these other, hopefully, survivors out there.
If you know who these women are or where they might be, you're asked to call the Hillsborough Police Department or Crime Stoppers of Oregon. That number is 1-503-823-HELP. Or you can submit a tip on our website. That's crimewatchdaily.com.